Okay, I'm telling you, if you're doing business, you need a personal assistant. I mean, if you're doing any degree of business. In the world of house buying, remember, you need to answer the question honestly to yourself. Okay, how much is personal assistant going to cost me, and am I going to be able to make more than enough money to cover that cost? Which are numbers you always need to have in your head. I don't know if I've ever told you this or not, but you should be shooting for 5 times income than it costs you to get the deals. You should get a 5 times return. So, if you're spending $5,000, you should get at least $25,000 profit, and that's only one lousy deal. And it's probably a wholesale deal, or maybe even a terms front end. But we're not getting that right now because I'm spending a lot of money that isn't producing any deals yet. For example, this month and the next 2 months, we got to do $150,000 worth of profit to make up for that $30,000 in TV. But we'll see. He says they're getting better. We'll see. In fact, I sent him an email. You got a conference call on Thursday. And that's where you're going to go. I know. Okay. Got to attend them because I'm not.
Yeah, I've been to the last 2. I talked to Tony about our results. He said it might be a good idea for you to make another ad, what you were already doing, so I didn't even bother.
Make another ad?
He said it might be a good idea if we keep getting calls about rentals.
Well, what would I put in an ad?
Yeah, what's different?
Yeah, he said he looked at the ad. He didn't see anything that would trigger, the rental thing. And and there was about 5 or 6 other people on the call, and none of them are really having the same problem. So he was kind of saying it might be a good idea just to change it up.
Hey, John, do you have that ad?
I have it in my phone. Do you want me to send it to John?
Yeah, send it to John. We'll play that ad. You guys want to see my 30-second ad? Yes. Huh? For 30 seconds goes by real quick when
Help
you're
me
doing an ad.
remember when we change it next time. The house in the background is like a real junker. I thought maybe it might grab. I didn't even notice it the first 5 times I watched it.
All right.
Let's see.
So let's take a look at some of the things that the personal assistant could do for you, and this certainly ain't all of it. But I do want you to ask yourself, how much is that assistant going to cost me, and what am I going to do to make up that revenue? Well, take a look at this list. You see that won't be hard. Number 1, lot less emails. Now look, I get emails, same as you do, but she gets emails that I don't even want. So she screens the crap out, not all of it, because I'm getting, all of a sudden, seems like lately, man, I've never got so many junk emails. That all of them are illegal, incidentally. Yeah. Because it's illegal for you to send somebody an email if they haven't given you permission to do so. But nobody seems to care. Now, when you get emails from us, why is it not illegal? You have a relationship, correct? So go ahead. What? All right. So how many emails would you say you get a day?
I mean, I don't know, like 60.
Junk included?
Oh, no, including junk, like 300, 400,
Yeah.
more.
Delete.
Yeah. Oh, I just purge best I can.
Isn't that the habit that we've gotten into? Just delete
Yeah.
without opening them all?
I don't even delete all of them, unfortunately. I just skip a good portion of them.
You remember that when you're sending out emails to people that you really need to get them. Okay, that doesn't mean they're opening it. We might have went into the delete pile real fast. Yeah. I do the same thing. I don't open them. I can look right there and see if I want to open it or not. And if I don't recognize it, I don't open it. So don't give email too much credit. We send out emails and we think they're getting received and opened and read. Not true. Maybe to your family, because they recognize you, but not to the people you're trying, even sellers. When we call sellers on the phone, they don't recognize that name, they don't open it, right? So you got to decide, well, how am I going to reach them? And that's the reason I created that letter that's in my quick start manual, for you to send them all the reasons why they ought to contact you if they want to sell, because they're going to get it if it goes by mail. No letters to type. I don't type letters, do I?
No.
Actually, I kind of do.
Well, he has Siri now. She keeps trying to take my job.
No, I talk into Note app.
Siri.
And then she fixes it. Yeah, Siri. So 90% of your calls pre-screened. That is certainly true with me. She pre-screens all of the calls that come from people that, most of the people I do business with. Of course, some of them, everybody's got a list of people that they're going to talk to direct one-on-one. But again, I don't take calls from sellers, don't take calls from buyers, but neither does she, because now they're going to Adel. Instant delegation, and that's the biggest reason I want a PA. It's a whole lot easier to delegate than it is to do anything. And she has been a part of every project that I've ever had since she came aboard 20 years ago. And that's quite a few commercial projects, including a oil reserve up in West Virginia, in Deliverance country up there in the woods. Yeah. All the commercial projects. She don't manage the project. She manages the managers who's managing the project. One of them used to be her current fiance, which is how they met. Back before 2008 shut us down. So I don't have any real secrets from her. She thinks she knows everything about me. I don't tell her everything.
I'm sure there's something I don't know.
Yeah. And then she gives me a hard time when I don't copy her on emails that I should copy her on.
I do.
So, that's a habit that I keep trying to change. And
It's more other people than it is you. You're
I try
pretty
to
good
copy
at it.
her
You
on
at
it
least
anyway.
put effort in.
Yeah. So it's instant delegation for probably 75% of the stuff that comes at me. I am a master delegator. And if it's a global business, it gets delegated to Jennifer, sometimes to the actual management. Nick and I and John and I back and forth a lot. I don't go through Jennifer for everything like that. I'm discussing something with them personally. I go directly to them, and you will too. But if it's not something that I absolutely have to do, that's going to get delegated. And there is not that much that I absolutely have to do. Right now, I'm training, but can that be replaced? It's been replaced. For 5 years, Cameron Dunlap taught the Quick Start School for 5 years. Okay, did a pretty good job of it. Look at him now; he's got his own big blooming business. All right, your PA is a buffer. She's a buffer between me and anybody I work with. So one of the traits that you're going to be looking for is somebody that can carry on a conversation and represent you correctly, because she is the first contact. And if she blows it, then there won't be any more contact, right? So you better have somebody that can represent you well. It means they're not afraid to talk to people, and they got some simulation of intelligence. And after a while, they'll learn your business, and they'll learn what you need, and they'll learn to ask the right questions. So she handles all of that crap right on the front end, commercial or residential. These deals come in, they go through her, and if they're commercial, they go through Mark first, and then if there's anything there, they usually come to me. But it's nice to have a buffer. God, you think Donald Trump takes calls personally? No way. You think anybody of wealth takes calls personally from people they're dealing with? All of us got a list of people we'll take calls from, but that list needs to be a short list.